It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' rocket arm quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's all up next.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball in Berkeley, the former Cal Bear, their rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago.
On play action, they'll throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
The Lions at 10-2 on the year, but they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession.
Here's 2nd and 7.
As they've got it as we resume action.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking to throw is Williams.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason. from a college offensive coordinator, showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another run for Gibbs here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
That's complete. Rome Odunze. Still going inside the 20.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Rome Odunze.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Look at the big man rumble. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Aubrey now for the PA.
Hey, check. Bronco switch, Bronco. Shot alert, trap, smash.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here come the Lions now.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. It's Williams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Williams. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
To the air, Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ha!
To throw, Williams.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Bryce Young, 4 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Colts as that one's gone to halftime. Will Levis, a touchdown pass in that first half. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. In the first half, it was the man from USC, Caleb Williams, who put on a solid performance. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments.
We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Guy.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Here is 3rd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19. Come on. Hey.
To throw once more. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Aleem McNeil
in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Williams for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work.
The Lions' offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bears take over. The tight end in motion right.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bears, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get the extra.